YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. All right, y'all. So I told y'all last video I was going to give y'all a credit video on how to build, leverage, and maintain your credit so y'all can get anything y'all want in life. Because y'all, without credit, you literally can't do nothing. Like, you can't buy a house without credit. You can't buy a car without credit unless it's a cash car. And you can't get a loan without credit. You know what I'm saying? So, credit is like literally everything, and it's just it amazes me how people just don't even pay attention to it. Like, how you gonna build a life that you want to live or the lifestyle that you want to live? You gotta leverage it. So you leverage it with credit. And I got a younger audience and I got an older audience. So this first part of the video is gonna be for my younger audience, and then when I'm done, it's gonna be for the older audience. You know what I'm saying? So diving right in. Oh, before I dive in, I'm gonna give y'all the point increase of like what credit is and like the different factors. So 35% of your credit score is your payment history. That's 35%. The 30% is utilization. 15% is credit age, length of history. 10% is credit mix, and then the other 10% is new accounts. So you want to have a good balance. Also, hard inquiries play a big role too. I'm not sure what the percentage is on that, but y'all want to keep that to a minimum. And I'm gonna get to that later on in the video. So this part right here for my younger audience, fresh out of high school, early 20s, either you don't know about credit or you got credit, but you don't know how to build it, So diving right into it, y'all, last video I didn't tell y'all, but fresh out of high school for me, I took the college route. And when I took the college route, I didn't know about credit. So whenever I took that college route, I roommated with some high school friends. Literally did not last, y'all. Like, it lasted a week. We decided we didn't want to stay there no more. And I was with my cousin. It was me, him, and a friend. And some stuff happened there where we decided, we was going to bounce and go to a new spot. Keep in mind, me and him didn't know about credit. Neither did our friend. So after that stuff had happened, our friend was like, hey, I'm gonna go sign another lease at this new apartment complex. We didn't know what we wanted to do, so we just contacted our parents. And my mom, straight out the bat, told me, you need to come home and figure it out. Same with my cousin. His mom told him, come figure it out. Don't jump into nothing. So that's what we did, and thank God, because they saved us. So literally right after that, it was still like that summer. So literally right after that, I was like, you know what? This college life not for me. I feel like, especially I was in a party town. I was in College Station, and that is party city. So I literally fronted to my parents like, hey, I'll be going to college, and I really went down there just to party. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I did not go down there to be folk. Well, I kind of was, but I kind of wasn't. Like, I wasn't really like laser focused on going to school, because I really didn't know what I wanted to do anyway. So, as soon as I got back home, I was like, you know what, I want to make some money. So I went to the construction field, and that's where it started. So whenever I had got that first credit card and I checked my credit history, my credit report, it had on there that apartment complex that I was signed to in College Station, one with the roommates and my cousin, and it said I owed $5,500. And at the age I was just like, man, I do not want to pay that. That's literally all my life savings. So my mom gave me a tip on I can get it discounted. So y'all, any of y'all out there that's got something on y'all credit report with collections, not paying the full lease or signing a lease and not staying there through the 12-month term or however long term you sign for, and they send you to collection, you can get it discounted to whatever you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Not whatever you want it to be, but for a lower price than what they got it at or whatever. So that's what I did. I called and I was like, you know what? Hey, I don't have the $5,500. I had it, y'all, but you gotta play it smooth. I was just like, I don't have the $5,500, but I really want to pay it because I want to get it off. So they bumped it down to $2,300, and I was able to pay it within like 3 months. So I paid it off, and y'all, it just didn't instantly go off my credit report. Like, it took a minute to go off. Like, I think it took like a month or two before it actually came off. But I was like, yes, finally free. And then from then on, I'm like, you know what? I don't want nothing on my credit. No negative, nothing on my credit. And ever since then, that was like the last negative thing I had on my credit. Like that, just been sent to collection one time because nobody told me about credit. So after that had happened, I took credit serious because I knew that was gonna play a major factor in my life. But you know, let me dive into the video. So my younger audience out there, like I said, fresh out of high school, early 20s. So what you wanna do if you don't have credit, or for example, I'm just using my situation. Let's say you started off at a 524 and you really can't do nothing with that. You know, you can't get no credit card, you can't get a loan, you can't even get your own place with that. So what you want to do is make sure you got income coming in. Don't just go to the bank and ask for a secure credit card. So what you want to do, go to the bank. I prefer a credit union, you know, because they work very well with you, you know, and they real, like, I'm talking about they work with you, like, really. But if y'all don't have a credit union in y'all area or whatever, go with Wells Fargo or Capital One. I recommend Wells Fargo because they pretty good. That's who I went with. So like I said, step one, make sure you got some income coming in, then go to the bank, get the secure credit card. All right, so once you go to the bank, you ask for the secure credit card. Make sure you have $500 saved up before you go. I forgot to add that in, and I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute why. So 500 is like a good start because utilization, it play a factor in credit. That is 30% of your credit score. So if you literally go to the bank with $200 and be like, look, I want a secure credit card, here's my money, and you know, here go 200. The only way I see that working with the secure credit card is if you don't let it if you don't let it report to your credit. Like, you literally have to charge it, and whenever it pop up on your account, you gotta pay it. That's the only way to keep your utilization at zero. But the reason I told y'all to save that 500 up and go to the bank with 500, that way you got leverage with your credit utilization. You know what I'm saying? So 500, you know, go, like I said, Wells Fargo, put 500 down. And whenever you get the card, y'all, I'm gonna say do 40, 50, 90. And the reason I say that is like when I had mine, I made a rule. I was like, look, I'm not gonna charge nothing below 50. But I was like, if I get gas and it's bare minimum 40, I'll let it slide. So that's what I did. And I didn't really go over, I went over 100 like once, but it still really, it wasn't bad. Like, my utilization stayed below 30. So remember, y'all, don't really go below 50, but 40 is cool. And don't try not to go over 90, but if you do, make sure it's 100 flat. That way your utilization stay below 30%. You don't want to go charge 250, 300 and then have high utilization because you're in the building stage. You're trying to build your credit score from that 524 to at least 650, 680. You know, that way you showing the bank like, hey, I'm good at managing my card, because they looking at that, you know, they looking at that. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm not trying to sound harsh or nothing, but we all just numbers, and how they look at us is whenever we want something, they go pull our credit report, and it determine whether we gonna get what we want, because they're gonna be like, did he make his payments? Did he take care of his credit well? Did she take care of her credit well? Did she make her payments on time? How many inquiries she got? You know, that's how they do. That's how they, because the bank, listen, y'all, the bank make their money off interest rates, and here, that's why I'm finna tell y'all this other thing. I jumped the gun on that, but okay. So back to where I was at. So you keep that utilization below 30%. Okay, and also every time you pay, because that's why I said I had jumped the gun or whatever. Every time you pay, let's say you charge $40 for gas. Whenever it pop up, you let it report, or you can do how I did it. You know, within 2 or 3 days when it popped up, I paid it. But that's kind of good, and it's kind of bad because your utilization gonna stay below I mean, it's gonna stay at 0%, and that's good and bad. But it's bad because you at least want to have like 1% to show, you know, you kind of using it. But it's gonna show you using it anyway because of the transactions. But you know, however you want to do it, you can pay it off in a couple of days, or you can let it report and then pay it. I prefer y'all just let it report and then pay it, and do this monthly. You know, charge the card once and let it report. Remember, because we're in the building stage, we don't want to overcharge it and get our utilization up high. So pay it in full. Like I said, let's say you get gas, you want to pay that in full. You don't want to dilly around and make payments. And you should not be making no payments on no $40 purchase like that. You know, I know you ain't no job not paying that much to where you got to be like, oh, I gotta make payments. Or if you do decide you want to charge $90 to $100 on your credit card, do not make payments. Save whatever you gotta save to make that full payment. I'm telling y'all, it'll help y'all out in the long run. A lot of people make a mistake by charging their card and then later on down the line making payments. That's how the bank make their money, like I was saying earlier, off interest rates. So you want to help yourself out, make payments in full. I'm telling you, it'll go a long way. Okay, and then after that, let's say you keep you paying your credit card on time, you keeping your utilization below 30, and you charging it once a month, maybe twice a month, but your utilization is still below 30. Okay, keep doing that. Keep repeating that process, and also paying it in full. Make sure you pay it in full. Keep repeating that process. You know, whenever you in the secure credit card phase, you want to make sure you're on point. Like, you can't let up because you're trying to prove to the bank why they should lend you money, why they should trust you with their money. So stay on point when you in that stage. You in the building stage. Okay, so let's say you do well, and 8 to 10 months come, and the bank send you something in the mail saying, hey, congratulations, you're platinum on the way, and they give you your money back, because that's what they do whenever you get a secure credit card. It start with you giving them their money and then proving yourself, and whenever you prove yourself, they send your money back and then they give you a card. I forgot to mention that earlier on in the video. So okay, so they send you the letter in the mail, and you get it, you get your money back, and you just keep repeating that same process, y'all. Same process. Paying it in full, making on-time payments, keeping your credit utilization below 30. You want the best score between 1 and 10 or 1 and 4%. Do not go over 30% if y'all want results. I'm telling y'all stay below 30, really 1 to 4%. Holy moly, your credit score gonna shoot up. I'm talking about 700 range. And also, this is consistency. You gotta keep doing it for it to keep going up. You just don't be on point with your credit, be doing good with your credit for 2 months and then stop and slack up and start making payments. No, over here we pay our payments in full every month. We don't make no payments. That's low class stuff. We don't do that. I want y'all to get that in y'all head, to make the payments in full every month and keep doing it, because that's and also with the payment history, you paying it in full and you making the payments on time. Holy, I'm telling y'all gonna hit the 650, 680, maybe 700 range if you stay on point with it. Because if you miss one payment, I don't care if you had credit for 6 years and you miss one payment and they report that you missed one payment, it's gonna mess you up, because that's how lenders look. They don't want to see no late payments, or really you making payments at all. But as long as you're making them payments and they not late, that's cool. But it wouldn't make sense to me, because they charging you interest, and to me, when you make payments on a credit card, to me it's just like you've been on a hamster wheel, because like you're not really gonna knock that whatever you owe down that fast, because they charging you interest. So keep in mind, y'all, just get that in y'all head. Make the payments in full every month. Okay, so like I said, that's this part of the video is for my younger audience. Please, please, please use these steps and tips to leverage, shoot you up to where you can start, say you want to move out your mom place. or you want to get your own car in your own name, or you want to get a loan, whatever it is that you want to do, you using these steps and building up your credit will help you out, because then now you dependable. You ain't gotta depend on your parents to co-sign you for nothing. You can literally do it yourself. So keep in mind, make sure you got some income coming in. Go to the bank, get a secure credit card. Make sure you got $500 to put on a secure credit card. Also, make sure you got money stacked up on the side, because that 500 going to the bank, so it's going bye-bye. So you want to make sure you got money on the side to where you can still be eating and still move around and still be having some money on you. You know what I'm saying? Remember, make sure you make your payments on time. Keep your utilization below 30%. Follow the 40, 50, 90 rule. I'm telling y'all that's going to work well. Charge it once a month, or you can do how I did. I charged it like 2 or 3 times, or really I just charged it whenever I wanted to, probably like 3, 4, 5 times. No, I'll say about 2, 3, 4 times, and then I paid it in full whenever it popped up in 2 to 3 days. I paid it in full whenever it popped up in 2 to 3 days, because I wanted to keep using it. But remember, your utilization will stay below 0. Your credit score is still gonna shoot up when it's below 0, but it's just showing that you're not really letting the balance report to your credit history. So remember that. So I'm going to my older audience, and I know it's a lot of people out there, in their mid-20s, late 20s, that when they was young and they ate, late teens, early 20s, they ain't had nobody to put them on game. And all this stuff like a scam, really, because the banks want you to come get these credit cards. That's why they got all these offers, because they know it's a lot of irresponsible people. But good thing you ran across TJackk channel, because TJackk, even though y'all may have messed up, or let's say you got a 580 credit score and you want to get to the 650 range or the 700 range, what I would do for my older audience out there, I would say take a clean dive in at your credit report. Literally pull it out and see why your credit score 580. It may be you may be sent to collection. It may be late payments. It may be a missed payment. That's still with the late payment, but it may be a missed payment. Whatever the case may be, take a clean look at your credit report and figure out where you can improve, where what area is making your credit score be 580. Because I guarantee you, it's something on there that you ain't been really, looking at. Because it's a lot of people out there that don't check their credit score, which is sad, because y'all need to make sure y'all check y'all credit score every day. Every day, check your credit score, credit report, whatever. Check it every day. You check it every day. I promise you're gonna stay in the 700 range, almost 800 range, because you just staying on top of it. That's what I did. So check it every day. But once you check it, see what's wrong. And I would recommend going to seek professional help and getting some help cleaning your credit report or credit history, because like I said, it's a lot of professional people out there that can help you with that stuff. But y'all just got to be on game with that, because it's a lot of people that claim that they do that quote unquote clean credit or whatever, and they're not professional. So y'all can even hit me in the DMs on Instagram. Hit me in the DMs, ask me some questions or what advice I got for your situation, or just tell me what's going on and I'll even help you out. That's my whole goal. I want to help y'all out. I want all y'all to be successful with credit, because that's the only way you're going to really live and get what you want in life. So hire a professional, whatever. Get your credit cleaned. Make sure it's A1, and also you'll have to change your mindset towards how you paying your credit. Maybe you was making payments, on whatever you charge. Let's say you charge $1,000, and you was making payments on that, and sometimes you miss payments, or you forgot, basically you missed the payment, you forgot to pay. Whatever the case may be, you didn't pay it. That's tremendous. Your score gonna go down tremendously, because that play a role. Like I said, your payment history is 35%. So you want to pay. That's why I always say, if my rule is, y'all, if you don't have it in your bank account, in your regular checking account, do not charge it to your credit card. And I say that because whenever you paying your credit card in full every month, and the lenders see that, the banks, they see that, they like, okay, we can trust him or we can trust her with money. You know, they making their payments in full, they making them on time, they keeping their credit utilization below 30%. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm giving y'all the sauce. I mean, it's up to y'all if y'all gonna listen. You know, I really hope it's a lot of people out here that's taking in what I'm saying, you know, because credit is your life. Like I say, you can't do nothing without it. And I feel like it's a lot of people that play with it. And, you know, I'm just here to help. I'm going to put y'all in better situations and to help change your life. And credit is good, because also you can use credit to use OPM, leverage other people's money. You know, you want to invest. Let's say you want to invest $20K and you don't got it yourself, but you got a good credit score and your credit history look good. Okay, you can go to the bank. Hey, I need $20K. They're gonna pull your credit report. Okay, he made on-time payments. You know, he never missed a payment, and you know his utilization stayed below 30%. You know, I'm telling you, they look at everything. So okay, we can trust him. We can trust him with this $20K. Boom, you got $20K to go invest into a property or stocks or whatever it is that you want to invest into. I'm telling y'all, that's how the rich get rich. They use other people's money, but they leverage their credit. They leverage their credit, because credit, you can leverage that to become rich. You know, that's really the only way you're gonna become rich, because it ain't like you know, these jobs nowadays, they not no job out here just paying 6 figures like that. Everybody not out here making 6 figures. So you can save all you want, especially when inflation been up 7.2% or whatever it is now. I ain't checked it in a minute, but you can't get ahead when inflation up and you saving money. It's because the value of your money in your bank account going low and low and low. You losing value because everything going up in prices. So that's why the rich use OPM and banks to get rich, other people money. And you know, I'll make some more videos on that, but that's really the video for today, y'all. I just hope I was able to help out a lot of people, my younger audience, my older audience. I want all y'all to be successful in this credit stuff and in life in general, you know. But I'm telling y'all, having a good credit report, good credit score, it'll change your life. You know, I hope I freed some minds on how to approach the credit game. You know, my biggest thing before I leave this video, I want y'all to make y'all payments in full. I want y'all to keep y'all utilization below 30%. And I want you to always pay on time and don't make payments. And if you don't got it in your bank account, don't charge it to your credit card. I promise. Y'all listen to them little steps right there. Your credit score gonna shoot up. I'm telling you, y'all gonna come back and be like, oh, thank you, TJackk. Thank you, Trey, whatever. You know, you helped me out so much. I'm telling y'all gonna thank me. But that's the video for today, y'all. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope, like I said, I hope y'all got something out of it. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, t.jack2_. Also, new podcast just dropped, MMGcast. Make sure y'all check us out. Also, on there, we dishing out money, mindset, game. So there's some good knowledge in the videos we're dropping. We're dropping twice a week. Trying to drop twice a week on here. And if y'all know or been following me, y'all know I've been shooting mainly on the podcast channel. So like I said, follow that channel as well. Follow my Instagram. And, you know, make sure you stay on point, man. So I'll catch y'all next video. I'm out.